Everyone is talking about the KDP print price increases. It looks like Amazon KDP is shifting their price structure starting from June the 20th, 2023. What does this mean for you? Hello home bosses, my name is Nouri Yacobi from thehomeboss.com. Welcome to my channel, which is all about helping you to make money online through self-publishing. KDP print costs are going up, and this is something that has sparked a lot of discussion among indie authors and low-content book creators. I thought it was important to bring this up with you to help us navigate this situation together. So Amazon KDP is introducing a new pricing structure, and this is planned to take effect from June the 20th, 2023. Now, if you're not careful about this, it could affect your royalty earnings, and we don't want that, do we? This shift in pricing is actually the first one that Amazon has made since I started my journey with KDP back in 2019. And frankly, I'm a little surprised that it didn't happen earlier. Prices are going up all around us, and it's a worldwide problem. Businesses everywhere are struggling with higher material costs, and this has led to a bump in prices in a variety of sectors. It was just a matter of time before the publishing industry had to increase their prices too. I know that when I go to the supermarket, things are much more expensive than they were a year ago, and it's with everything. Electricity, gas, petrol, everything has gone up in price, so it's just a sign of the times at the moment. And Amazon has been sending out notifications about this impending cost increase. It's essential to note that some books could see their royalties reduced to zero. That's why it's vital to go in and adjust your prices if necessary, so you can continue to earn from your hard work. First off, Amazon's giving us an option for an automatic bulk list price update, which would just adjust your book prices so that your royalty earnings stay the same. At first, this seems like a quick fix, but it may not be the best solution for everyone. Let's talk about why that might be in a moment. Amazon has provided a detailed breakdown of the new costs and charges in a comprehensive table. It might look a bit intimidating at first glance, but once you get a grip on it, it's quite straightforward. You can find the new prices compared to the old ones on this page, and I will leave a link to this below this video. And what you'll notice is that books smaller than or equal to 6 by 9 inches seem to be the least affected by these changes, especially if they have less than 108 pages. If you have books that are larger than this or have more pages, you may see a bigger difference in your royalty payments. Interestingly, when it comes to color books, there is a slight drop in cost. So it really depends on what kind of books you have. It's not a blanket increase for all books. Now, what about that bulk list price update? Well, while it may seem like a no-brainer, there are a few things you need to consider before you click that button. If you opt for this, Amazon will adjust the prices of your books, potentially to a higher price point, and this might impact the competitiveness of your book in your specific niche. And I'm worried that the bulk update process might not be instant. What if it takes a while, during which time you might be losing potential royalties? I also have a bit of caution about the potential for glitches or issues when dealing with large volume changes. And Amazon's system adjusts the prices to a very specific amount to maintain your current royalty. This might lead to some unusual or strange prices that could confuse or deter potential buyers. So I like to set my prices at $8.99 or $9.99 or $10.99. And this bulk upload could result in funny looking prices like, for example, $8.12 or $9.47. So although I'm not sure if that is a big problem, it's just my personal way of doing things. And it's something that you might want to consider too. So what's the best way to approach this? Well, everyone's situation is different, and it's crucial to evaluate your specific circumstances. So what's my recommendation? I believe we should concentrate on the books bringing in the most revenue and manually adjust the prices of those. This way you have total control over your pricing strategy and you can ensure your books are priced just right. And this brings me to another point. Competing on price is not the only strategy and perhaps not even the best. Instead of trying to beat competitors on price, why not focus on creating books for unique niches? It's more important to focus on your customers' needs or on seasons and trends, for example. Check out what is trending and what kind of books are selling particularly well right now. This is a time to reinvent our approach, focus on unique niches, and maybe rethink our pricing strategy. I always say that people are not looking for cheap books. People buy books they want to read or use. And it's not about the price, in my opinion. So it's not about making cheap books, it's about making good books, quality books that people want to buy, regardless of price. It could also be beneficial to focus on creating more books that fall within the less affected specifications, smaller sizes and page counts under 108. For larger books or ones with higher page counts, think carefully about the pricing. Balancing royalty and sales could be key here. I'm just going to summarize this for you quickly so that you can work out a way forward for yourself that will help you to not just react to these changes, but to navigate through them strategically and come out stronger on the other side. So first of all, reevaluate your book prices. Take note that some books could see their royalties reduced to zero due to these changes, so make a note of all the books affected. Secondly, think twice before using Amazon's bulk update. The bulk list price update tool might seem convenient, but it could set your prices at a level that's not competitive in your particular niche. I know I said that it's not about making cheap books, but you also have to be still competitive. So instead of relying on this, take the time to manually adjust your prices. And thirdly, focus on high-earning books or books that are selling well for you. Prioritize the books that bring you the most revenue and manually adjust their prices. This way you can maintain control over your pricing strategy and ensure your books are priced competitively. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just adjust the prices of the books that are selling for me. I've got about 760 odd books at the moment. And of course, not all of them are selling. Most of them don't sell. Remember that it's the 80-20 rule. Only about 20 to 30% of my books actually sell. So I've got a few best-selling books, and of course I will be focusing on them. And the books that don't sell for me, I'm just going to leave them as they are. I'm lucky that I always set my royalties quite high. I always try to make at least $3 for any of my books. The only difference is for notebooks. I make less on them, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to increase the ones that are selling, like I said. And I think that's why I'm glad that I set my prices competitively, but not too low, because that means that when things like this happen, it doesn't affect me too much. So think beyond price competition. Instead of trying to compete on price alone, focus on creating books for unique niches and concentrate on creating books in the sizes and page numbers that are least affected. Create more books that fall within the less affected specifications. So think smaller sizes and page counts under 108. And for larger books or ones with higher page counts, carefully consider the price points to balance royalty and sales. I think it's important to embrace change and adjust your strategy when that happens. It's a good time to reevaluate and adjust your publishing strategy. Focus on making your books unique and competitive in ways beyond just price, and accept that your prices should increase. Change is a part of doing business, especially in the dynamic world of self-publishing. And while this update from Amazon might seem challenging, it's also an opportunity to review our strategies and make necessary adjustments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you planning to manually adjust your prices? How are you feeling about these changes? And most importantly, how are you doing? I hope you're enjoying self-publishing as much as I do. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to hear more about self-publishing on Amazon KDP. And thank you again so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you for watching. See you next time.